Heavy rain hampers voting in Ego. Suspected vote buyers arrested. Police arrest suspected political thugs. Recover firearms in overnight raids. The federal government, Labour sign MOU on 70,000 naira new minimum wage. And away from Nigeria, Sri Lanka votes in first poll since economic collapse. Hello, welcome to News Update on Trust TV. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Let's take you to Edo State, where operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, have arrested some suspected vote buyers in the ongoing Edo governorship election. They were arrested in Ego local government area of the state around 10 a.m. EFCC officials left the location with about 3 suspects, 2 males and a female. But some residents kicked against the arrest, insisting that they were victimized. The EFCC had on Friday said it was deploying operatives to monitor the election, vowing to maintain the integrity of the exercise. Prospective voters, security agents, INEC ad hoc staff and others this Saturday scampered for safety after, of course, the heavy rains disrupted voting across multiple wards and polling units in the off-cycle governorship election in Edo State. Reports say some polling units in Ovia Southwest local government area and some parts of Oredo local government area witnessed intermittent light showers and heavy downpour, forcing INEC officials to suspend votings. A combined team of security agents comprising police, military and civil defense corps also left the mounted roadblocks, as only 2 soldiers of the over 20 security personnel had raincoats. Observers said they witnessed a heavy deployment of security personnel with at least 1 police officer and a civil defense corps official manning each of the PUS. Meanwhile, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the Edo governorship polls, Asu Igodaro, has condemned the late arrival of materials at the Idimerio Skill Acquisition Center polling unit where he was to vote. Speaking with journalists at his polling unit 3, Ward 1, he said shortly after arriving at the polling unit that he was not sure what was causing the delay. He, however, lamented that security agents in plain clothes are arresting PDP supporters, saying one of his supporters were arrested at one of the Oromi polling units. In the meantime, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki on Saturday cast his vote in the ongoing governorship election in the state. Obaseki cast his vote at about 11:57 a.m. at polling unit 19, Ward 4, Oredo, located inside Mokpai Primary School, Benin City.
Of people that claim they're policemen. I don't want to think they're true police. They may be rogue policemen. And there's some known police officers, particularly in Uromi area, who are trying to settle scores, and it's not necessary. And they're using the police force to try and settle personal scores. And this is not fair. And I've said this before. The chairman of the party said this at the press conference some weeks ago. And we keep saying this. Policemen, if they want to be politicians, they should retire and come and be politicians. But if you're a policeman and you're being a policeman and a politician, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. can see the turnout. People have come out. You can see the enthusiasm. It's not midday yet, and the ballot box in my polling unit is already full. So clearly that tells you that the people are very interested because they've been mobilized. They're very interested in this election because, like we've always said, it's a significant watershed for us in Edo State. That's why I'm not surprised a lot of young people are here to come and express themselves and fulfill their civic obligations. For now, I'm glad with what I see. The process in my unit has been quite smooth and efficient. I just hope that the coalition process will be the same.
The governorship candidate for the All Progressive Congress, the APC candidate on Monday, Okpebolo, has just cast his vote at polling unit 1, Ward 2 in Udomi Primary School, Udomi Irua Esan Central Local Government Area of Edo State. He described the exercise as well coordinated, commending the electoral umpire for its efficiency, especially as observed in his ward. Security operatives are on the ground to ensure a violence-free exercise at the center. Electoral officers and materials are said to have arrived in good time for voting to commence. Meanwhile, the governorship candidate of the Labour Party in Edo State, Olumide Akpata, has voted in his polling unit 006, Ward 1 at the Iyaro axis of Eredo local government and called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, the INEC, to give every political party a level playing field. Akpata, who voted around 10:30 a.m., also commended the process at his polling unit, calling on the Electoral Commission to ensure that it's the same hate-free process in every unit, ward, and across the state. Akpata charged the INEC to ensure that agents of the party are allowed into collation centers to enable them witness the process and be able to confirm that it was done in the manner as provided by law, the Electoral Act, and the Constitution. He also expressed hope that the heavy deployment of security personnel to the state is for the people and not certain individuals. A former governor of Edo State, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, has denied the allegation that the All Progressive Congress has already stockpiled money to buy votes of the people during the election. Oshiomhole, who is also the senator representing the Edo North Senatorial District of the state, also said that he had not received any reports of violence from anywhere across the state as the election was ongoing. Speaking with journalists shortly after casting his vote on Saturday at Iyamo, Ward 10, Unit 1 in Estako West Local Government Area of Edo State, the former governor said the voting had been going on peacefully. Meanwhile, at Azama Primary School in Jatu, the Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu and other voters lamented the failure of Beaver's machine to authenticate voters. He noted that there was massive turnout for the election because everybody wanted a change in governance, but regretted that some voters could not be captured. Other voters expressed disappointment over the development, which left some of them disenfranchised.
So far, so good in this area, apart from the hiccup we had with our beavers here. You can see we didn't start on time in this particular unit. The other unit, you can see almost everybody is sitting. They almost got done with their voting. But here, the beavers had issues. Twice the beavers had issues, and it's back now. So, apart from here, it's been peaceful in this particular ward, and with the feelers I'm getting, it's also been peaceful in most of the areas that I've received call.
Oh yeah, we want votes. Let the open machine for us. You need 5 machines, not the one. Let the open now. We want vote. Our body they hot. We want vote. Let the open.
Material arrived here very early. And then talking about the security is wonderful because I can see that we have the men in uniform all around, the police, the army, and then the other security outfits. They are all here. And so far, they have no reason to complain because everybody is orderly, and you can see there's a huge turnout here.
We have our correspondent Jonathan Awaya in Edo to give us an update on the situation. Good afternoon, Jonathan.
Good afternoon.
All right. I don't know if you can hear me, but can you keep up? Give us, put up to speed on what is going on in Edo currently in your area. Let's hear what is happening there.
At the moment, we are presently at Azama Primary School. There's been a lot of issues with the BVAS machine. A lot of voters came in and said, vote. If you look proud, you will find that there are so many persons who are still trying to cast their votes. But you understand that it's just one of the BVAS machines that is now functioning. And machines to function. They just because
All right, so we know that that is the polling unit for the Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu. Have you had an opportunity to talk with him on how, he's feeling, considering that until now, some beavers are not working in that particular polling unit?
Okay, he expressed displeasure about it, and he said his persons mobilized, people from the area mobilized at any and that is to win the moment. And then for one of the machines that are functional,
All right. We didn't really get you clearly, but hopefully we get to have opportunity where you bring us and keep us up to speed on the situation. But thank you, Jonathan. Well done.
Thank you.
Right. Still in Edo, some voters have commended the Independent National Electoral Commission, the INEC, for the smooth electoral process.
No mago. We do easy. Everything day okay.
Tell us the turnout. People come out for the election.
The
turnout. People come out well for this election.
Yes, so many people will come vote.
Okay.
I have voted. It was smooth. There was no problem. But there was a little disagreement. We normally disagree to agree.
Okay.
Everything went smoothly. Unless they have a hidden agenda, which I cannot say.
By yourself, the atmosphere is very peaceful and calm.
Okay.
Everybody has exercised their franchise. Look, there's no disturbing. So I take this election as the best one.
Well, so far so good. It has been hitch-free. I want to commend INEC for coming on time because I came here some minutes to 9. I voted some minutes past, some minutes to 9. So it shows that the process has been smooth.
Also, the DIG, Frank Mba, addressed press men on the level of security during the election.
We've been on the streets monitoring the elections and we've visited a couple of polling booths. So far, so good. We've seen a large turnout in a lot of the places we've gone to. We've seen very large turnouts in others, and there have been some places where the turnouts were quite low. But for us, our major concern is around the security of the elections. And I am so far encouraged and impressed by what I've seen. Areas where we've received minor complaints, we've risen up to the challenge and we've been able to fix those ones. We're still out continuing on our monitoring.
The Nigerian police has made a significant breakthrough in its effort to curb electoral violence in Edo State with the arrest of 2 political thugs. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, in Abuja on Saturday, said those arrested were Edwin Obano, 43-year-old, and Audu Tajuddin, a 41-year-old PDP member from Ugbogbo Quarters, Igara Akoko, Edo. Adejobi said they were arrested acting on a tip-off that some individuals had been armed to cause mayhem and disability during the election on Saturday. According to Adejobi, police operatives swooped into action and apprehended Obano, a leader of an armed group at Oredo Ward 4 at about 9 p.m. and Audu Tajuddin at Igara Akoko, Edo on the eve of the election.
We got intelligence that some guys, some individuals have been armed to blockade this electoral process, and we went out on raid. We were able to arrest 2 of them and recovered 4 various locally made arms with ammunition. And then our custody, they are helping us, and this will continue to do. We would not allow any individual to come out and disrupt this process. It must be a successful process.
Moving on to more stories on security. Now, troops of Operation Safe Haven, maintaining peace in Plateau and some parts of Bauchi and Kaduna State, have arrested 2 gun runners in Baucus local government area of Plateau State. The latest arrest came barely 72 hours after the operation arrested 5 notorious gun runners and recovered automatic weapons and about 6,000 rounds of assorted ammunition at Bayameni and along Buchi Road of Jos North local government area of the state. Parading the suspects at the OPS headquarters in Jos, the spokesperson of the operation, Major Samson Zakom, said the arrest of the suspect followed an intelligence report received by the operation. Zakom said the suspects were arrested while finalizing transactions for sales of arms and ammunition amounting to 5 million naira at Banana Island Hotel in Baucus. He added that the suspects have been taken into custody for interrogation with a view to extracting further information on their activities. The operation therefore called on people of Plateau, Bauchi and Southern Kaduna to cooperate with security agencies in the task of arresting criminal elements in order to ensure a crime-free environment. The federal government and the labor union have signed a memorandum of understanding on the 70,000 naira new minimum wage. Now, a statement by the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation on Friday and signed by the Head Information and Public Relations, Eno Olotu, said the Committee on Salaries for Civil Servants has agreed that the new minimum wage will be implemented from 29th of July 2024. The agreement is part of the resolutions reached at the end of the committee's meeting in Abuja on Friday. According to the statement, the committee also recommended that the wage award, which the federal government discontinued, should be paid until 28th of July 2024. The committee, led by the head of Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Walson-Jack, noted that the government considered the economic situation in the country before making its decisions. Speaking after the signing, Walson-Jack, who doubled as chairman of the committee, commended members for the painstaking effort put in the task assigned. Nigeria's the service chiefs has charged front lines troops to be committed and professional in ending criminality and terrorism in the Northeast. General Christopher Musa stated this during a commemoration visit to Borno State over the floods that swept the capital, Maiduguri, last week. Trust TV's Beatrice Kurutsi brings us the details.
The Maiduguri flood disaster and operational tour is the purpose of the service chiefs are here in Maiduguri. They were debriefed at the theater command and later addressed frontline troops of Operation Hatinkai. The Chief of Defense Staff commended the troops' rescue missions during the flooding. He promised to provide the necessary logistics and welfare to accomplish their constitutional tasks.
Always remember that our main task is to fight terrorism and all acts of criminality. That we will not relent. I want to appeal to all of you to continue to stay focused and committed. We have diminished the capabilities of these terrorists and criminals, but we know how they operate. If you allow them, they will breathe and come back. So until we cut off the neck of the snake completely so that we're sure that it's dead.
The military high command paid homage to the Sheikh of Borno before visiting the Governor Zulum at the government house to commiserate.
We will continue to support you to ensure that you achieve your mandate. You have been with us all this while. I am privileged to have served here and have benefited immensely from the support of the good people of Borno State, from you especially. So it is our desire, it is our prayers that God will give all of us the fortitude to bear the losses and the strength to stay strong and continue to work for the betterment of Borno State, the Northeast, and Nigeria in general.
The government and people of Borno State are also supporting the Nigerians. This is very important. The collaboration, the support, the resilience of the people of Borno State, the resilience and support of our Syrian platforms are very important. Guerrilla war is not easy. It's very difficult to deal with an enemy that you can't see. And that is why the support of the civilians is needed in order to end the insurgents.
Maiduguri floods reportedly killed about 30 persons while displacing thousands others. Bitrus Kuruti, Trust TV News, Maiduguri.
Away from Nigeria, cash-strapped Sri Lanka in voting for its next president this Saturday in an effective referendum on an unpopular International Monetary Fund austerity plan enacted after the island nation's unprecedented financial crisis. President Ranil Wickremesinghe is fighting an uphill battle for a fresh mandate to continue belt-tightening measures that stabilized the economy and ended months of food, fuel and medicine shortages. His 2 years in office restored calm to the streets after civil unrest spurred by the downturn in 2022 saw thousands storm the compound of his predecessor, who promptly fled the country. But Wickremesinghe's tax hikes and other measures imposed per the terms of a $2.9 billion IMF bailout have left millions struggling to make ends meet. Wickremesinghe is taped to lose to one of two formidable challengers. One is Anura Kumara Dissanayaka, the leader of a once marginal Marxist party tarnished by its violent past. But Sri Lanka's crisis has proven an opportunity for the 55-year-old Dissanayaka, who has seen a surge of support based on his pledge to change the island's corrupt political culture. And with that, we wrap up News Update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms and join our YouTube live stream for more news programs and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.